Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Va Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Maha Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradara Napara Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for taking out your most valuable time on this Sunday morning, which also happens to be the Shayani Ekadashi. So, Ekadashi is very, very special, as we all know, and it's a day to absorb more in the Krishna conscious process by reading, hearing, chanting, etc. So this is a very, very auspicious day to do some tapasya or austerity by following Ekadashi and by absorbing ourselves in more reading, hearing, chanting, etc. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 34, entitled Nanda Maharaj Saved and Shankachoda Slain. So I will quickly cover a short recap since some of you are not able to join all the sessions. So this chapter begins after the Rasa Panchadhyaya, where Nanda Maharaj and other cowherd people, particularly, and the children, they have gone to in the Gujarat Prince in the Ambikavan on the banks of Saraswati River, and it was the day of Shivaratri, and they took various paraphernalia with them like grains, food, milk, ghee, etc. And then they took their holy bath, they chanted their mantras and all. And in a very happy, healthy environment, they worshipped Lord Shiva, who is the best amongst the devotees. And they all came in the carriage. These are some images generated based on the storyline. And then finally, it was a night time. Nighttime was there, and everyone was tired, and they took some rest. And in the night time, from somewhere, this big heavy snake python came and started swallowing Nanda Maharaj from the feet. And then Nanda Maharaj cried out, Krishna, Krishna, please help. This snake is devouring me. He is grasping me. And then the cowherd men heard. They came with their torches to help Nanda Maharaj. But it was of no use because the snake here also represents false ego. It's not easy to get rid of false ego. It's not easy to get rid of anarthas until we take shelter of one and only Krishna's lotus feet. Porechi bhavat tufane nahika nistara Shri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Koro Par. This material world has so many challenges, so many difficulties, and there is no way to escape except for one, that one and only Krishna's lotus feet. Shri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Kuro Para. When one takes shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, then one becomes free from this material complexities. And the Maharaj is teaching us that. He remembered his guru, that Garga Muni had said that Krishna is going to protect you all. So Nanda Maharaj called out, Krishna, please help me, please help me. And then Krishna came. Krishna and the other boys like Balram, etc., they were at a distance. And as soon as they heard that commotion, and immediately, when a devotee cries out, Krishna is there to always rescue. Whether we see the story of Gajendra, whether we see the story of Dhruv Maharaj, Draupadi Mata, and many, many other stories. So, the one beautiful lesson here is that one should cry out to Krishna at all times, especially in the time of danger. Pahi Pahi Mahayogin, Deva Deva Jagatpate. Krishna, there is who is else? Prana Prayana Samaye Kafavatu Pittai. When the time of my body is at the last stage, with choked up with Kafavata and Pitta, how can my money is not going to save me, my bank balance, my degree, my visa, my green card, my job, my wife, my family, my children, my parents, who's going to save me? Krishna, you are the only savior. Krishna came running and he touched the body of the snake. And as soon as Krishna touched the body of the snake turned into a beautiful, heavenly resident Vidyadhara named Sudarshan. And then Krishna asked, first he offered his pranams to the Supreme Lord, and the Supreme Lord Rishikesha asked, hey, how come your situation be like this? And then Vidyadhara offered his pranams, and in the last few verses we were reading yesterday, from text 12 onwards, the Vidyadhara starts to speak. From text 12 onwards, we read this section yesterday, that he ridiculed some great sages in the upper planets, like Angira. In the lineage of Angira, he was very proud of his beauty. So pride comes before the fall. If one is proud of one's wealth, beauty, followers, or anything for that matter, I'm better, I sing better, I cook better, I play better, I give a better class, anything, whether in material life or in spiritual life, that person has no space in the spiritual world. That person loses one's intelligence and ends up making offenses, even to the worshipable gurus like Angira Muni, etc. And that's how he got this lowly form. And yesterday we also discussed the story of Nahusha, which we'll not talk in detail. So if you want, you can hear that story. Very similar story. Nahusha also disrespected the sages, and as a result, he became a python. And later, he was relieved when he spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Sudarshana here was relieved when Krishna touched the body of this snake, who was earlier a Vidyadhara, touched by Krishna's feet. He was freed from all the inauspiciousness. So this is a beautiful lesson for us also. We have so many the poison of envy, of pride, of lust, anger, greed. These three gates to hell. We can only be freed by Krishna's touch through holy name, through Bhagavatam, through hearing, chanting, serving, and not making offenses. And then um, this is all the snake is speaking. Now he has got the Vididhara body. I'm freed now by the curse of the sages. And he expressed he wants to return to the spiritual, to his own planet. And he's glorifying, oh Lord, you are the great master of mystic power. Now I want to, please command me as you will. Basically, give me your instructions and I surrender unto you. So he has regained his sanctity, he has regained his humility, he has regained his devotional qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura. The devotional qualities naturally come when one takes shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. So all that quickly I covered to move forward with the next verse, which is text 17. ब्रह्मदण्डाद् विमुक्तोऽहं साध्यस्ते अच्युतदर्शनात् यन्नाम गृह्णन् अखिलान् स्तोत्रन् आत्मनमेव च साध्य पुनाति किं भूयस्तस्या स्पृष्टा पदा ite. Translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O infallible one, I was immediately freed from the Brahmana's punishment simply by seeing you. Anyone who chants your name purifies all who hear his chanting. Let's repeat this. Anyone who chants your name, the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, purifies all who hear his chanting, as well as himself. How much more beneficial then is the touch of your lotus feet? Wow, so sweet, so sweet. Isn't that amazing? This Vidyadhara is speaking, whose name is? Can anyone tell the name of Vidyadhara?
Sudarshan.
Sudarshan, yes, I posted in the message also. So that's the name, not the Sudarshan Chakra, Chakrapani, that's different Sudarshana. So he is speaking, just by seeing you, I was freed from the Brahmana's punishment. And anyone who chants your name becomes free from all the inauspiciousness, all the impurities are destroyed. Not only that person will be benefited, he or she, if one is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Anyone, there's so many microorganisms here, so many bugs, like we can't even see them. They all will be purified. And therefore, it's very, very important to do public Harinam. Go out in public and do public Harinam, like Rath Yatra, or just one or two devotees, even this going out in the street with simple kartal and chanting. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that by his own example in the forest of Jharikhanda. By his chanting, the animals lost their enmity. They're natural, like a lion is inimical towards, not inimical, it's like the natural food is deer. And deer starts to run for his life when he sees the lion. Like it's like death personified, like deer cannot stay in the proximity of lion. But they were embracing each other. So all the impurities, all the envy, enmity, everything inauspicious is completely destroyed when one hears the holy name, and anyone who hears the holy name. So powerful. Now, Vidyadhara goes one step further. Even just by hearing your holy name is so powerful, what to speak of your touch? Your direct touch of your lotus feet. Hmm. See, this is very, very interesting. Uh, Shank, um, Shankaracharya, when he speaks the glories of Gita, he's saying that Ganga, which comes through your feet, is very, very pure. But what to speak of Gita, which comes through your mouth? Isn't that beautiful? So over there, he is glorifying the name over the touch, over the feet. But here, Vidyadhara is glorifying the 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 feet over the name. In short, Krishna is transcendental, Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti. All his senses are transcendental. Like we have difference between our feet and the hand and the eyes and the ears, but all his Krishna's senses are interchangeable. So in one way, there is no difference between his mouth and the feet or his eyes and the ears. Everything is transcendental. Like Srimad Bhagavatam, one devotee shared, like it's like a doll made up of sugar. You taste the hand, it's sweet. You taste the feet, it's sweet. You taste the mouth, it's sweet. Because the whole doll is made up of sweet. Hmm. So Krishna's body is completely sweet. Whether we take shelter of Krishna's name, Krishna's feet, Krishna's touch, which is Bhagavatam. And actually, when we are chanting, we are experiencing Krishna's touch also, because it is mentioned by many sadhus that this mala, when we are holding, actually it's the touch of the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, and that's the what a devotee experiences. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We're experiencing the touch, the divine touch, and it's made up of none other than Tulsi Devi, which is Krishna Priyasi. So, and what's Tulsi's position? Always at Krishna's feet. So Tulsi, which has touched Krishna's feet, when we are honoring that, when we are smelling that, we are getting the same benefit. When we are chanting the holy name, we're getting a lot benefit. And devotee is not only selfish for his own or her own welfare, but also tries to distribute this through chanting, through distributing prasad, through inviting others for home programs, festivals, kirtans, temple, etc. Any other thoughts here in this prayer of Vidyadhara? Anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanyavad Pranam all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhuji, thanks for the nice explanation of this beautiful verse. And here, sincere doing any service with sincerity is also very important, Prabhuji. Whatever we do, not doing casually, just I have to do. That's what we are doing. I'm doing, but have to be sincere in my mind. I have to be. Prabhuji. That's what.
Mm. Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. Doing it sincerely, it will give the full effect. Doing it casually, it's like investing the time and energy, but only getting 1%. Why don't we get the full 100%? Casually doing it will give some result, some punya, some sukruti, but doing it with intention, doing it with absorption, doing it without offenses will lead to much more rapid progress. As the Nectar of Instruction says, the advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on, who will complete this?
Attitude of the follower.
The attitude of the follower. The advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. And what is that attitude? Someone asked His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, what is that attitude we are referring here? Anyone?
So in Krishna consciousness advancement, depends like the attitude refers here that you have to accept what what is favorable for Krishna Bhakti, and one should has to reject what is unfavorable for Krishna Bhakti. So it says that, right, I mean, this can be referred. I don't know what Radhanath Swami Maharaj said that, but I'm just saying it like, uh, I mean, the attitude is dependent. You have to be, like you were mentioning that if we have any pride, right? If you want to gain some knowledge, you have to make yourself an empty cup. Then in that cup, one can has pour something. right? So if we already filled up with all these the pride, lust, anger, greed, then there is no scope to get make oneself correct, right? So one has to be attitudes like, one should be really humble. One should think like that, I am here to learn something. I am here to gain something. I am humbly accepting your instructions given by the acharyas and Lord and in this. So I mean, in that mood one has to accept. So attitude is like a vast thing that one has to develop. And the best thing is that one has to be accept that our attitude is to humbly, and I'm like, I'm doing anything to not for me, right? And just I want to be advanced in this path. So yeah, these are the few qualities need to develop that is referring to the attitude.
Very nice. You covered a lot of points. If I could summarize that, you're saying the accept what's favorable, rejects what's not. The attitude you said, humility you said,
Hmm.
right? And Vasudhi Mataji mentioning pleasing Guru and Krishna, that attitude, that mood, very nice. All these are absolutely correct. And I think earlier it was mentioned sincere, not casual, not being complacent. So all these are it's a big thing. Attitude is a big thing. Being non-offensive, non-judgmental, and most important, so as Maharaj mentioned, attitude of gratitude, gratitude and humility. You notice Maharaj always emphasizes these two things in his classes. Almost all the classes you'll notice this, humility and gratitude. Because if you're grateful of what we have received, one cannot be proud. One will not make offenses. One will see the good in others. And humility combined with gratitude. That attitude, I have received so much from Srila Prabhupada, from the Gurus, from the Vaishnavas. Let me not take it casually. Let, let me not be disrespectful to the Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, Vaishnavas. Let me not be judgmental, etc. Okay, very nice points. All these are amazing points. So let's move on to the next verse. Anyone would like to read text number 18? The Vidhara continues this section.
I can read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Text 18. इति अनूनपायादर्शम् परिक्राम्याभिवन्द्यत वन्द्य च सुदर्शनदिवं याता कृच्छ्रन्नन्दश्च मोचितः. Translation by the disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, receiving the permission of Lord Krishna, the demigod Sudarshana circumambulated him, bowed down to offer him homage, and then returned to his heavenly planet. Nanda Maharaj was thus delivered from peril.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any comments, thoughts, reflections you have?
Prabhuji, yes, here so Sudarshana is showing respect uh, before leaving to the heavenly planet to the Lord by circumambulating him. And it is very important also to show respect to the Vaishnavas. And whenever we see Vaishnavas, we should um, show the respect to the Vaishnavas. And also, definitely, when we go to the temple, have to circumambulate the Lord and take the darshan of the Lord. That will purify ourselves too. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So, Sudarshana was grateful to Krishna. He offered multiple different prayers to the Supreme Lord. He offered himself by taking shelter, surrender, and showing the proper culture of respect um, by circumambulation, also called in Sanskrit parikramaya, circumambulating, or also called as pradakshina. I'm sure all of us have done pradakshina or parikrama for some temples, maybe Govardhan parikrama, maybe Annakuta, maybe across the yajna, the fire sacrifice, which is non-different from Vishnu, maybe Tulsi Maharani, and maybe all of the above. Maybe Vaishnavas. So it's a very, very sacred culture, Pradakshina. It destroys all the impurities. Yani kani cha papani brahmatyadikani cha tani tani pranashyanti pradakshina pade pade. With every step we take across Krishna or his tadiya, Yagya, Tulsi Devi, Vaishnavas, Guru, um, Govardhan, holy name, anything, it will destroy our impurities and give us bhakti. Then therefore it is the culture. Like the morning program, we do the Tulsi Parikrama, Pradakshina, we do Govardhan Parikrama, we do the temple Parikrama in Vrindavan. If you have gone every day, they after the darshan arti is done, they do the or after the Guru Puja, I believe, around 8 a.m. or 7:30, 8 a.m. before the Bhagavatam, yeah, sometime before the Bhagavatam, they do, and they take out Prabhupada's murti, and everyone is circumambulating across the Krishna Balaram temple. Has anyone, how many of you have seen that personally or been part of that kind of procession? It's very beautiful,
I have been once too.
amazing. Some devotees do Vrindavan Parikrama every day. It takes about 2 hours. So if you go next time, you can do. Some devotees do that like between like 6 to 8 a.m. or after Mangal Aarti, it ends around 5:30. They go and right there at the Darshan Aarti, they are there. So some people do it every day. They do japa along, doing Vrindavan Parikrama. So Parikrama, great sign of respect, and he bowed down, circumambulated Lord Sri Krishna, offered him pranam and returned. So basically taking permission, right? And Krishna stayed pretty kind of silent, and it said like Maunam Samiti Lakshana. Okay, now like sometimes like Isharo se baat, like okay, now you can carry on. Maunam Samiti Lakshana, right? Mm. So Krishna, in short, gave him his blessings, and thus receiving permission of Lord Krishna. Mm. So it was certainly difficult, right? Like it's difficult for a devotee to leave the association of the Lord, like going to a yatra, and then coming back to the grind, right? Like if he has to go to the demigod loka, what he will do is like duties there. So like we go to sadhu sangha, you don't want to return back, same office and meetings and manager and program and projects and whatnot. It's stressful. So devotee wants to be with Krishna all the time, right? But what to do? We can keep our heart there, right? Some devotees wear their shirt, I lost my heart in Vrindavan, right? One devotee was joking, hey, you lost your heart, but to whom? To Krishna or to some other Prabhu or Mataji? So we have to lose our heart to Krishna or to some Son Papdi or Giriraj Mahishtan Bhandar or some Peda of Vrindavan or the monkeys of Vrindavan. They were, maybe they took my glasses and therefore my mind is also lost there. So jokes apart, in short, he took permission, blessings. His heart was there. He didn't want to, but somehow. So this is what happens when one is in touch with the Supreme Lord. He develops attachment to the Supreme Lord by Krishna's touch. Mm. And Nanda Maharaj was delivered from his peril. Peril means what? Dangers, difficulties. So a devotee is relieved. Anya bilashita shunyam jnana karmadena. No, not that one. Ananyas mam ye jana pariupaste tesham nitya viyuktanam yoga shimam vahamyaham. Pratigya tava govinda name bhakta pranashriti. My devotee will never perish. Oh, Arjuna, declare it boldly. So, Nanda Maharaj was delivered as he called out for Krishna. Krishna came and rescued. Hmm. Any other thoughts here in this text?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Actually, a little bit outside, so okay. As you're saying that, by the touch of Lord, one may get liberated, of course, by the touch of the gods. We have another instance of Dhruva Maharaj, right? When he was touched by his conch shell. I mean, a 5-year-old boy, he started praying beautiful prayers and with all the beautiful languages, right? Sorry, in Sanskrit, the words to the Lord. So it's not about that, okay, Dhruva in that age get the touch of the Lord and we don't get touch in the Kali Yuga. Yes, but Krishna has given the facility, even in this world, in Kali Yuga, in this Yug, that by the touch of the holy name, I mean, you already explained that this is all non-different. Uh, Nam and Roop and Leela and all same. But yeah, when we touch the holy name, we have to be in that mood that I am not like Dhruva, Krishna was, Lord was present before him and he was touching the heart. And when we chant in that mood that Krishna is just present in front of me and he is touching, I am touching Krishna's name. I am actually in connection with Krishna right now. So, and this is my beautiful relation. This is my beautiful time because I'm spending with the one whom I love so much and he loves me so much. So, yeah, I mean, just in that context, I remember that the touch of the Lord, it's not like we cannot say that only Dhruva was lucky. We also lucky because we get the holy name. And Krishna has given all the the scriptures, the devotee association, the human form, the holy name, and Dham, Nam, Rup. So we can all meditate upon that, and we have to be in that mood that I am with Lord right now. Yeah. And other thing I was thinking about this, have you seen in the whole Bhagavatam, there's a pattern that all the devotees who deliver, they pray to the Lord. They glorify the Lord because as you were saying, they are so grateful to the Lord. They are showing their gratitude that Krishna, that you are so big, you are the Lord of whole universe. You are, you nobody can beyond you, but still you are so merciful that, right? We have made so many mistakes. We have done even with after knowing things also we made mistakes, but you are so forgiven. You forgive us many times, or you not just forgive us, you deliver us. You come to us, you come to the material world to deliver us, to give your um, you know you do the pastime, so one all the conditioned souls can attract towards him, isn't it? And and then, and that's how when we go closer to the mountain, then you understand that mountain is so big and I am so insignificant. I am so small in compared to the mountain. So similarly, Krishna is so big, is like an ocean, is like a mountain. When we go closer to him, then we understand how insignificant and small I am. And I have to be really grateful to him. So, yeah, these are the things that one has to imbibe these qualities in ourselves, that we have to be grateful. If heart is not filled with gratitude, then there's no use, right? Is all poverty. If all the material qualification without spiritual qualification is a poverty. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the beautiful insights you have shared. Very grateful to you. Very nice points. He's still there. All we need is the right attitude to feel that or to be there, and he'll be there. Okay, we'll cover one last verse for today, and this section gets completed. The story gets completed on text 19. This chapter has two stories. One is what we are reading, and other is the Shankachura. So this is the last verse. As you see, the story is coming to an end. Vidyadhara has gone back to his planet after circumambulating. Let's read this verse, which is 19, and then the story will complete. Anyone would like to read this text? Shubhra Mataji, you want to try? Shiva Mataji?
Yes, Prabhupada, I can read.
Yes, please.
निशाम्य निशाम्य कृष्णस्य वैभवं रजौकसो विस्मितचेतसः समाप्य तस्मिन् पुनर्व्रजं नृपाययुस्तत् कथयन्त आदृताम्. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The inhabitants of Vraja were astonished to see the mighty power of Shri Krishna. Dear King, then they completed their worship of Lord Shiva and returned to Vraja, along the way respectfully describing Krishna's powerful acts. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So, such a big thing happened, right? And they were all seeing it with their own eyes. And this monster snake could not be, tamed or was not releasing Nanda Maharaj when all these men were trying to save Nanda Maharaj with the fire torches. But as soon as Krishna just barely touched, and Nanda Maharaj was relieved. So just imagine if your child does this kind of act, will you be able to consider him as ordinary person? No, right? Certainly no ordinary creature can do that. But the internal energy, the Yogamaya potency of the Lord was so strong that any display of Krishna's extraordinary non-human activities, even in front of their eyes of the Rajavasis, their love would not um, fade. They would still love him as their own child. They would still care for him as their own child. They would still protect him as their own a mother or a father would do. That's the beauty of – and the peak height of the love of of the Vrajavasis. So Krishna's opulence, mighty acts could not disturb the lava or rasa of the Vrajavasis. It certainly disturbed the rasa of others like Arjuna, like Kunti Maharani, is it not? Arjuna was saying, "Oh, please forgive me. I considered when Lord Krishna showed Virat Rupa, non-human mighty acts. Krishna, please forgive me. I consider you as an ordinary cousin. I was eating with you, joking with you." Kunti Maharani says, "Nama Pankaj Nabha, Nama Pankaj Malini, Nama Pankaj Netra, Namaste Pankaj Angri." Right? Nanda Maharaj doesn't say, I like that. But Yashoda is not saying. They are trying to bind Krishna. Even after he destroyed Putana, even after Shakatasur Leela, even after this Sudarshan, was saved. Sorry, Sudarshan was relieved. So many other such pastimes. But their love was very, very deep. Hmm. So they completed their worship to Lord Shiva. And glorifying him, his different activities. Can you still hear me? It says my connection is not
Yes.
good.
Like few seconds, it was paused. Now it's okay.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. So Lord Shiva is also called the gatekeeper of Vraja, or the Dham actually. And there are 5 personalities which can give Rajavas. Can anyone tell the 5 personalities as per one of these scriptures? I have read or put a note here. What are the 5 personalities which can give Rajavas, a residence in the Vrindavan or Raja? Let's try. What are the 5 personalities? Can anyone guess? My wife is.
I am not sure, Prabhu, but I think I couldn't heard you clearly. So what is your exact question?
My question is, there are 5 personalities as per one of the scriptures. They can give residence in Vrindavan or Raja or Rajavas. One we are
So
reading.
one, you're saying that we desire to get the Brajvasis, right?
Yeah, when we desire and we have to approach someone. Like for example, you have to buy a ticket to India. You can't approach your grocery store and get a ticket to India, right? You need to approach someone, right? So who can we approach? Yes, desire needs to be there for sure. That's the mood. But who are the personalities? Who are like the assigned representatives who can give that ticket or residence?
The 6 Goswamis are one of them.
Goswamis, okay.
Punarmashi is the
No,
one in Vrindavan.
Okay. Tulasi is one of the topmost. In the Tulasi prayer, right? We express this desire. Mora ei Abhilash
Bilash Kunja.
Kunje Diyo, right? That's basically Vilas Kunj is what? Is Raja,
Okay.
right? So I'll make a quick note here. Number 1 is Tulasi. The Brajavasis are praying to whom here? Lord Shiva. Let's read this beautiful verse. I
Can I read, Prabhuji?
think
Can I read?
thinking which one was that. There's so many beautiful words. Yes. Okay, you can read this one.
Brindavani
Can
Pate.
you read this one, Mataji? Yeah, are you able to read this?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Prayers to Lord Shiva.
Here, this verse, Sanskrit. Can you read this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm reading.
Okay, please.
Brindavana,
Ajay, I
Brindavan.
was referring to this one, sorry. This verse. This is two verses here. One is in the blue and one is in the red.
Okay, which one you are telling me to read?
I want you to read the red one.
Okay, red.
Yes.
श्रीमद् गोपीश्वरं वन्दे शङ्करं करुणामयं सर्वकालेषु हरं देवं बृन्दारण्यरतिप्रदम्. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Gopishwara, who is merciful Lord Shiva himself. He removes troubles and grants spiritual love in Vrindavan. Sri Bhakti Ratnakar 5.37.41. Right.
Thank you so much. So you see, Lord Shiva, who is practically in every canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, what are the devotees pray? Grants spiritual love in Vrindavan. So grants residence. He's the gatekeeper also, right? So the devotees pray to Lord Shiva not for getting a wife or a husband or a home or a car, but for what? Vrindavana Rati Pradam. Give me attachment, give me Rati towards Vrindavan. So, what are the 5 personalities? Who will tell now? We've covered 2 so far. Tulasi.
Tulasi Devi and Lord Shiva.
Number
I
3.
think Uddhav is also there, right? Uddhav, Lord Brahma.
Uddhav is probably also there. But I'm just referring to the class which I heard. So we can put devotees like guru, devotees, acharyas in one category. Number 4, I'll just put like Yamuna, which is, and number 5, Rajraj.
Radharani. No, Radharani.
Radharani, of course. um, Rajraj, the dust of Raja, is also so powerful. And of course, all of what you said, the Guru, Acharya, Shad Goswamis, devotees give bhakti, and bhakti helps us to stay in Vrindavan. And but these are 5 important, which was specifically mentioned in that class. So we can also pray to Lord Shiva, this beautiful verse. Srimad Gopishwaram Vande Shankaram Karunamayam Sarva Klesha Haram Devam Vrindaranya Rati Pradam. O Lord Shankara, Gopishwara, Mahadev, Karunamayam, you are the ocean of mercy. Sarva Klesha Haram, सारे क्लेशों को हर देते हैं. He removes all troubles and gives what? Vrindavan Rati. So, with that, it completes our story of Nanda Maharaj saved from the snake. Very, very powerful lessons. Taking shelter of Krishna, be humble. Pride comes before the fall. Don't offend devotees. Serving Lord Shiva in the right mood. Attitude, we discuss in great detail. And the attachment of devotees towards Krishna, their love was not weakened by the display of Krishna's inhuman or majestic pastimes, transcendental activities. They always loved Krishna as their own child. Any other thoughts, comments before we kind of complete this story or wrap this up?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I
Yeah.
just forgot the five that you mentioned. There is Yamuna, Tulsi Devi, Shiva, and Brajraj. And what was the fifth one?
Govardhan, Giriraj.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
और आज ये हाल है फिर घूम घूम के वही
Hare Krishna. We have a few minutes. It will take only 5 minutes to read the story of Ekadashi Devi. Today is Shayana Ekadashi. So if anyone would like to read, there are about a couple of paragraphs. It will take only 5 minutes. Anyone wants to read this still? And maybe someone else can read the second page. This is a quick story of Ekadashi, Shayana Ekadashi, which is today. Anyone? Rashmi Mataji, you want to read this story? Thanks for joining. Can you unmute, please? Please unmute, hit that unmute button or that microphone button.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll
Today's
do that.
Ekadashi, so I was
Happy
request
Ekadashi to you. Story of Sevani Ekadashi.
Shayana, Shayani,
Oh, Shayan.
where the
Shayan.
demigods and the Lord Vishnu goes to sleep.
Oh, Shayan. Yes.
Shayan.
ठीक है. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Story of Shayan Ekadashi. Okay. Padma Purana, Uttarakhanda, and chapter 53. Okay. Once, King Yudhishthir humbly inquired from Lord Shri Krishna, "Oh, Janardhana, something happened. Something happened. I lost it. I can't see it now. Prabhuji,
Oh,
I can see everybody's picture, but I cannot see the reading."
are you on your phone? Maybe you flip it to the next.
Okay. I'll do like this.
Flip.
क्या क्या हो
Touch
गया?
your finger to the other screen, and then you'll be able to see.
क्या हो गया? अब आ गया. Yeah. Now.
Okay.
1 minute. Again, it disappears. Why it disappears?
I'll try to reshare.
एक minute. It comes and goes away. Why it comes and goes
I'll
away?
zoom in for you, so it's easy for you to read.
Okay.
Is it better? Can you see?
It comes and it disappears. Why it disappears? Yeah. एक minute. I'm sorry. एक minute. I'm trying. Okay. एक minute.
You have to click the first bubble. There are two bubbles, one for the visualize the cameras, and the first one is the sharing the screen.
Yeah.
There are two dots.
I'm sorry.
There are two dots. So
Yeah.
if you click the another dot, you will see the screen. Then I think maybe that's why.
There's only 1, 2. Okay. क्या ये dot तो चलता नहीं है. एक minute.
No, three dots if you just.
Three dots कहाँ गए? एक minute.
Here.
Yeah.
On the middle bottom again.
सिर्फ क्यों होता है? एक minute. Let me try again. Yeah.
Do you have a 10:30 another meeting which I need to join on time?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji, you go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not able to do it.
Okay, maybe next time you can read, huh?
Okay, I will.
Thank you, Mataji.
But I can hear you.
Sure. Please, you can stay on the call.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Once Yudhishthir Maharaj humbly inquired from Lord Sri Krishna, "O Janardana, please tell me about the Ekadashi that falls in the bright half of Ashara. That is the name. What is the name and how is it observed?" Sri Krishna replied, "O king, listen attentively. This Ekadashi is called Shayani Ekadashi, and it is extremely auspicious. It grants both heavenly enjoyment and final liberation. Simply by hearing about it, one attains the merit of performing a Vajpayeya Yagya. This vow, dear Yudhishthir, is specially created by the Creator to destroy the sins of even the greatest sinners. It is dear to me, and observing it pleases me greatly. So observing Ekadashi pleases Krishna greatly. Krishna continued, in this month, the Supreme Lord Vishnu assumes the form of Vamana and is worshipped. Anyone who worships him with devotion, especially on Shayani Ekadashi, honors the entire universe and pleases Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva together. Curious, Yudhishthira asked further, O Lord, why is this day called Shayani? How do you sleep? And why do devotees observe this vow by sleeping on the ground? Interesting. Sri Krishna then narrated a divine pastime. In the Treta Yuga, there was a great demon named Bali, who was nevertheless my ardent devotee. He performed many sacrifices with full devotion. To protect the gods and the cosmic balance, I incarnated as Vamana, a small Brahmana boy. I asked Bali for 3 steps of land. Though Shukracharya warned him that I was Vishnu, Bali stood by his word. As he poured water to seal his promise, I expanded my form and covered the entire universe by 3 steps. I then placed my final step on Bali's head, humbling him. Yet because of his humility and devotion, I was pleased and granted him the Sutala as his kingdom. One form of mine resides with him there. It's a lower planet. Sutala is below the earth planet. Thus Krishna explained, from this day onward, Vishnu lies down to rest on Sheshanaga or Dushayan in the ocean of milk. This begins the Chaturmas period, lasting up till Prabodhini Ekadashi in the Kartika. On this sacred day, devotees worship Lord Vishnu and stay awake at night in kirtan and prayer and begin their vows for 4 holy months. Note, though Vaman's actual appearance is celebrated on the Bhadrapad Shukla Dwadashi, the pastime of subduing Bali is recalled on Shayani Ekadashi to explain Vishnu's resting and his presence in the lower world during Chaturmasya. The Puranas often narrate events non-linearly for spiritual emphasis. Krishna concluded, he who observes Shayani Ekadashi with devotion attains liberation even if he is a Chandala, like a dog eater. Never neglect this vow, O king. It destroys all sins and gives the results of a horse sacrifice. And thus the glories of Shayani Ekadashi were spoken by the Lord himself. Shayani Ekadashi ki jai, Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, dear Vaishnavas, for joining. Have a beautiful Ekadashi, and may Lord Krishna give us all pure bhakti. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hari Bol. See you again next time. Hare